This is The Process Shot. I'm Michael. I'm existential right now, and I've seen A Brief History of Time, a documentary from 1991 directed by Errol Morris that looks at the life of the internationally renowned physicist Stephen Hawking, as well as his theories and studies of space, time, and the universe. The movie is effectively in two parts. First, it follows Hawking's childhood, burgeoning interests and studies, and the unfortunate growth of ALS, the disease that has confined him to a wheelchair. Second, it looks closer at Hawking's studies of cosmology, from the creation of the universe to black holes and the flow and perception of time. All of this information is delivered through interviews with Hawking and his friends and family, and it ultimately makes for a very dense but accessible experience through extremely complex matters. Accessibility really is a key word here, framing the exploration of space-time and its many mysteries and complicated ideas in ways which make it easy to understand just what exactly is going on out there. At the same time, it also presents the whole of Hawking's life, up to that point at least, in a very concise manner, focusing on the major points of information shared through the various interviews and not really straying all too much. That might invite some criticism in how the movie might not go far enough into Hawking's life, but it's something that helps bolster the film through its intertwining of biographical details and scientific theory and study. As questions of the existence, persistence, and extinguishment of the universe are asked and answered, Hawking's life story plays out from his birth to, well, wherever he was in 1991. Anyways, it's probably easiest to say that A Brief History of Time is two histories, one clearly personal and grounded to Earth, and one more existential, theoretical, and reaches as far as the universe allows. At the very least, the movie itself also keeps close to the ground in its visual delivery. Cinematography is almost completely point blank, framing interview subjects in a way which gets them to look almost directly into the camera, as though they were speaking directly into it, fully immersing the audience by effectively putting them in the chair of the interviewer, save for Hawking himself, who appears from various camera angles, but still coming through with a sense of kinetic energy. Editing plays into this, of course, as does an interesting choice in interview segments to cut two noticeable frames of black between quotes, seemingly representative of our own gaps in memory, though I could just be projecting. Archival photographs and other animations further help to illustrate and clarify scientific ideas and concepts, or past events in Hawking's life. As for audio, the score for A Brief History of Time is very ethereal, composed by Philip Glass and balancing an ambient background noise with dynamic sections that emphasize the grandness of Hawking's theories of cosmology. All of this comes together extremely well, tightly produced and remaining dense with information, but still coming through to the viewer cleanly. Overall, the balance between Hawking and the universe is kept very well, and not a moment is wasted, nor is an idea left unexplained. A Brief History of Time, Errol Morris, 1991. 4.5 stars. I definitely recommend watching it when you can. Anyways, that's it for me. If you like this review, leave it a like. If you have something to add, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. This is a movie that's almost too simply constructed to talk about at length. It's also another movie that's almost too good to say anything constructive about. I need to figure out a metric for handing out 5 stars. I just don't want to say every movie I liked a lot is 5 stars, you know?